Alrighty folks, we are back with an amazing looking course. We're going to call this one Agulon Golf Course. It is in Spain. We got palm trees, we got some amazing elevation changes and undulations, and we are off on one. Seeing if we can have a good day with the sticks. Tight fairway here on one, taking driver and starting off with a good drive right in the middle of the fairway. 156 remaining now, and already just the view around, the way the course is set up, the landscape, the hills, everything about this one is really unique and therefore memorable, and definitely worth a play if you're looking for a new course that you haven't tried yet. This one's very cool. Alright, just hitting little fairway finders right down the middle. Coming up with a second shot into the second uphill, 124. And that's pretty bad. Turn that face over and pulled it left. Trying to get this to stop inside of that circle for a par, and it does. I think this is our first course from Spain. Correct me if I'm wrong out there in the YouTube universe, but this one may be our first course from Spain, and certainly it's our best if it's not our first. GSPRO, of course, coming out with tons of courses. I do videos on the new courses that come out. Try and get those out maybe twice a month to keep everyone updated on what is coming and what is out there that you can go download and play if you have the GSPRO software. Currently, this thing supports like every launch monitor on the planet through an open API or through the native connections. The drives have been okay. Nothing to write home about ball speed wise, but hitting them out there okay. 168 on the yardage here, and it's straight over the flag. Too far and outside of that big circle, which is an automatic 3-putt in this version, and that brings us to +2 through 4. Not really playing bad golf, but not the best start score-wise. And the 5th brings us a par 5. Pretty long one. .294 and 20 up. That's probably not happening. I really didn't want to go in this out of bounds. And it let me hit my 3rd from right here, and then I almost went out of bounds again, and now we're hitting the 4th from right here, thankfully not hitting our 6th, and then this one's pounded and it does not come back down. So tough par 5 here. Could go in. Oh, that would have been a sweet par save, but a little tap in bogey. There's a good look at the course, and the kind of just like right up against this mountainside with tropical feeling in like a desert. Super cool course. Little pop up to center field. You never want to see 20 launch angle with your driver, but in this case it works out okay. We're just a little farther away than we could be. Playing a big old fade. And literally running through the entire circle for a birdie just outside of it for a 2-putt par. And we head over to the 7th hole. This one a straightaway par 4, a little shorter. Not horrible, just a little face open there. 146 from the rough though. And that also looked like a little bit of a forced swing to the, just kind of exiting left a little too much, not letting that club head freely go forward. Oh man, almost made the last chip, almost made that chip. This will be an entirely different round with a couple chips going in. 8th hole is going to be 176 downhill. Little parking structure behind it. I was really upset with that because it was kind of towy, but it ended up being okay actually. It almost caught the green and gave us a chance here, 10 yards. This one did not go in, and it also did not stay in the circle for a par, and so the bogey's coming quite quickly here. You'd have to, if you were walking, that would be quite a walk that you just had to do, but if you're in a golf cart, you're going around the mountain. And then this one, it does clear all of the hazards, but it's way over on the right hand side of the fairway. And then that was a big pull there as well. The swing looking a tad awkward, I must admit, on camera. I have been doing a lot of work with wrist hinge motion and trying to get used to having a backswing where my wrists are deviated a little more, and I think it's helping. But these are a little bit ago, these are 3-4 weeks ago now, that we're doing the commentating for some of these, and so to go back in time and look at my swing is pretty interesting. Alright, 10th hole is a par 5. That one, everything matched up except the strike location. And it's going to be a little too far. We're taking aim at it though. That's a good effort. 140 ball speed with the 3-wood. Ends up at a 244 total. And a birdie on the card. Can't complain there. Dogleg left, 11th, par 4. Ooh, dogleg left and slice right. That's a pretty common mental game there. 136. And that's another pull. That's kind of been the whole day is just kind of pull, 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 pull. I can tell you there that those the clubs I'm using, I end up switching the shafts in them pretty much for this reason. I just could not get the timing up right, and the shafts that were in there were like a tour stiff 120 or something, just too much of a shaft and a club for me. And so I got like a Nippon 900 regular in there, and I can feel the club head a little better, and I'm doing things like that. That was a good shot. Can't complain about that one. Over a canyon, right in there for a birdie, and all of a sudden the score is +2 through 12. Everything looking okay. Flirting with out of bounds here left on 13, 409-yard par 4. But it's one of the better drives of the day, 273 on the measure. And then another yank into this greenside bunker. It's not going to be a good one here. 19 away, chipping up and out, hitting the slope, and just coming to a halt inside the circle for a par. A very lucky moment there. And we head over to the 14th, another tough par 3. Hazard the entire way, 150. Hold the green. Oh, that's a shame. I was walking it in for a minute, and then I have to do this little nifty mini flop shot cut across the ball that ends up getting read by the Garmin just fine. and sits up in there for a par. Little dogleg right uphill, 15th par 4, 300. And that's not where you want to go. It's going to let me play it as it lies, and that's probably a mistake. Goes about 3 feet. Play it as it lies again. It gets out, luckily. And a pretty big hop and goes into the big circle. It's just going to be a bogey at this point, and it rolls out. And we'll be chipping up the hill here with our 4th shot, trying to make this for a par. Too hot. Just coming out a little too hot, and that does not roll back into the circle. In fact, it's heading away from it, and that's going to be a double bogey, erasing some of those good shots there on the score, and ending up at +4 through 15, headed to the 16th. Another short par 4 dogleg, trying to carry this bunker. No. A good effort and good stats and a good drive, but did not carry the bunker. Splashing it out and trying to stop it. No. So some good shots in execution that just aren't leading to those scores we want. But +4 through 16, headed to the 17th, a par 3, 142 yards. The swing just kind of looks flippy. You can see my hands just kind of flip the club head out in front. There's no real good coordinated turn happening at the moment. And I think that's leading to those pulls as well. So always good to take a gander at the bad shots and see kind of what's going on. I do like my setup there with the driver. It looks like I'm setting up for a nice inside out swing. And then I'm still coming over the top, but that club path was 0. So there is something to it there. 230, we're going for it. Par 5, 18th. We had that last one with the 3-wood that landed on there for a birdie. This one not quite as well struck, but faded it off the water enough that there'll be a 29-yard chip for a birdie to get to +3. And these ones, I'm always super nervous. I wanted to leave it running so you can see kind of how much we think about this and give it a 29-yarder. Beautifully done. Just a tap in. So a much better back 9, a double bogey sneaking in there, but a +3. The white tees were 6,200 yards. Never have mulligans on here. Videos are coming out every day. We'll take a look at the statistics here. Not my best driving day, but also not my best greens, but we had 2 sand saves, 28 putts, 3 birdies, 4 bogeys, 10 pars. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow. Peace.